Yes, so I'm back. So I said this year, as much as on the YouTube, we're going to try document client results, we're also going to try add value. Obviously, I've got a good amount of clients, and they always ask me about supplements. Like, hey, Jason, that's Regan. They're going to help use my test. So I thought, you know what, let's get my good friend on Power Up, and speak about the supplement industry. And he's someone that's still very in store. Speak about online versus in store, the advice you can get, and sort of what supplements are essential, and talk about some of the leading brands in the industry and how long they stay on top. So enjoy and see what we talk about. So I got Fab here, Power Up Supplements, someone I've known since I actually walked into the industry. Fab's one of my close friends, someone who's seen me come from start to where I am now, and I've seen him, and there's a mutual respect. So I did want to get his perspective on a few things, and I've got my phone and I've got some questions because I haven't memorized them. So just wanted to ask him sort of why he prefers, because he doesn't sell any products online. So why do you prefer the personal touch versus online?
Personal touch versus online. I'll give you an example from today, for example. So today, my shops, there was another competitor in your shop that next door to me, so I've actually bought them out. So my shop is super busy today. For whole this week, it's only been a week. I'll give you an example. So Ramadan is coming up, sorry. And in Ramadan, I always advise people, bro, stay away from creatine, stay away from any test boosters, etc., because what happens is you're not drinking enough water, your kidneys are filtering it. So take as less supplements as possible, electrolytes and other things. I'm actually going to do a video on that later, but those are the essentials. So what happens is people are looking at internet, they're thinking, I'm not eating, so what I'll do...
To replace it with supplementation, but you've not got enough nutrients to transport the supplements.
Bro, and it's bad for your kidneys and livers. So next thing you know, end of Ramadan, you've just done a £200 in, and you made your body even worse.
Yeah, so it's sort of, you believe that in person builds that deed of trust rather than...
100%.
Online. All right, that's pretty interesting. So I've seen a lot of online supplement distributors come and go, and I think it's a trend. A lot of people are like, oh, I've got online supplements, and I see them come and go, and I always say this, from the start they're good. I always have a motto: it's sell quick and fast and fall hard, or be authentic and have longevity. So obviously I've known you since 2017, and now you actually had 2 shops in London. Now you've got 1 in London and 1 in East. So is there anything that would sway you to go online and join the masses now that you have that credible deed of trust in store?
Okay, so like I said, that my biggest online supplement seller, Amazon, then eBay, and then Dolphin Fitness. You're never going to fight Amazon. You haven't got the money to advertise with eBay. You ain't fighting the buying power of Dolphin Fitness. So all of a sudden, you're fighting an uphill battle. What is the point of having that battle if you're really not going to win?
But on the other hand, mate, I live in Blackburn. I follow you on Insta. Your content's amazing. I want products from you, but I want to give my money to you rather than my local shop. How can I do that?
Perfect. So I'm actually in discussion with someone else now. So someone's advising me. So I want to create my own supplement line. So that is the whole concept of it. So if I can create something myself rather than sell someone else's generic product, which you're fighting the online giants about, that is the perfect way for me. People don't buy, people don't buy. It's not for me. I always say to people, listen, I started with just like yourself, probably. You had a minimum income an income in your mind that you thought, you know what?
That's enough to live.
Yeah, you had just enough to live. Oh, I'd be really happy with that. Bro, I'm really happy with that. So why do I need to make more money? Like, if I see you bought a Porsche 911, I'd be like, wow, Jason's done it. I wouldn't be looking like, oh, fucking hell, I want that. Because in my mind, bro, I never wanted that.
He's had the McLaren first.
My mate's got it. Fucking amazing. Because I never wanted that.
All right, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. If I follow your journey, I live in London, but you don't sell online, but I message you personally to order a product, would you deliver it out for me?
Don't ask me that. You saw my shop today. I sent about 5 parcels a day. I hate it, to be fair. I hate posting, but I do it.
All right. So very controversial question, because regardless if you've got a supplement shop, you're known for being quite controversial. Fab will stock a protein and say it's absolutely shit, like Eddie Abu. It's shit, but would you say there's too much emphasis on supplementation over food? Because I've seen you turn down clients buying products and you give them nutritional advice. Would you say in this day and age there's too much emphasis on supplements over nutrition?
there's a massive emphasis. People think supplement is short. And a supplement is sort of short, but there's some supplements you need, some supplements will benefit you. Most of the people who do I have regular customers who spend £300 a month, and I always give them the honest advice. Do they need to spend £300? No, probably 150 will do, but they'll still buy it because they believe, oh, they're reaching that goal. But number one, they haven't stick for 8 hours because their life is so busy. Number two, they haven't had 5-6 meals a day because their life is too busy, so they rely on supplements. So it's lesser of two evils, as they say. And that is the whole purpose. So what I'm trying to do is, if I can help someone while making a couple of quid, amazing.
Yeah, because I always see like people who inquire with me, hey bro, I want to get on this, and before I even sent the plan, the food plan, before I even sent it, hey bro, what supplement should I get? And I'm like, people know what creatine they want to take, but they don't even know what they want to eat yet. And you know, listen, when I was young, I did the same. I had every creatine under the sun, mass gainers, which I personally think are the worst things ever, and stuff like that. And I always think people have an emphasis on what supplements can I take, what test boosters I can take, what they call, what SARMs I can take to get to my goal. But it's not what food can I eat, what sort of, you know, baseline can I have to help me get there. And that's something that I think is becoming more common as well, because you go online and, you know, this test booster, and stuff like that. So, yeah.
So, okay, let me tell you a fun fact. Not a fun fact, a terrible fact. Most of these supplements are underdosed. That's the reality of it. Okay, and one of the, again, I'll give you a real life example. One of the supplements I'm trying to make right now is an on-cycle support, because they say apparently 9 out of 10 avid gym goers use anabolic steroids. So, and I have a lot of customers that do, but they don't want to spend the money on buying all the supplements. So I'm trying to create an all-in-one supplement that I can sell for like 70 quid, one product, rather than people having to spend £200.
They got 5 pills from that tub, 3 pills from that tub, 3 pills from, yeah.
Yeah, so one of the things that is a must-have for me, that this is why such a delay on it, is Tudka.
Yeah, so, Tudka is 500 mg Tudka, very good deal.
So, bro, listen. The price of raw Tudka, I'm not making massive, I'm having a run about 1,000 products, 1,000 tubs. Bro, the price of Tudka by itself, just the Tudka, bear in mind it's 21 different ingredients in there, is coming out to $10 per tub.
So when you look at that, shipping costs, packaging, labeling.
But what I'm saying to you is, bro, when you sometimes you look online, look on Amazon, look at whatnot.
There's Tudka for £13-14, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, bro. Where is it coming? And again, supplements not regulated.
Where then you'll see some supplements say proprietary blend.
Most supplements proprietary blend. I think people are clued up to the proprietary blend stuff now.
That was a way to sort of mask a lot of what's inside a product.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the time they did that is pre-workout because they don't want to tell you what's inside. Listen, pre-workouts, 90% of them ain't got what it says inside. So pre-workout is one of the things. It's not really give you any muscular gain, so you don't really worry about it. If you try a pre-workout, it works amazing. If it doesn't, it is shit. That's the simple. Pre-workouts, it's not supposed to be a muscle gaining, bodybuilding product. It's just for energy.
Yeah, sort of caffeine and energy boost. Sweet. So how has the industry changed? How has your field changed? How has your field, the stores? Because I see more and more stores closing.
Bro,
GNC used to be the one back in the day. GNC's not the one. Holland and Barrett, they used to sell Cyclone. They don't really sell much protein now. They sell. How is your field having a shop change? And I know you've seen over the years competitors come and go. So how have you seen that change?
Again, is the supplement store, the bricks and mortar store, is a niche. A niche will always be either you're doing well or you're doing rubbish, to put it politely. So I think that is the thing. What are you offering them? Like, we try, again, if I were to go online, I truly believe my store would suffer because you're not giving the advice. And there's so much supplements out there. Going back to, again, there's so much supplement. Every day is a new brand coming out. It's so easy. It's one of the things we're doing at the end of this 2020. We've already started it, but we're pushing it forward. Is actually a private label company. So we actually are going to make supplements and design it, package it, start to finish for other people, other startup brands. But again, there's so many brands out there doing the same thing. But again, bro, like when I tell you, if you knew the half the truth, what they put inside it is the labels. Just to read the label, I actually do another discussion with you another day about just understanding the label. And most of these proteins don't even lie anymore at the back because they don't need to, because a lot of them have been fine. So they're like, why are we gonna lie? Just put it out there so people have to read it 10 times to understand what's actually inside. And that is the whole fundamental point. To understand these products, you have to come to someone who has already done their research. So you ask them rather than trying to find it online. So that is the only place I feel that supplement shops will survive rather than selling something for the sake of selling it.
Because again, if it's online and I look at the back and it's a pre-workout status or glycosizing, I don't know what it is, but in shop, obviously, I can understand what that product is and what the benefit is. So that's cool. So leading supplements in the industry right now, I've got a question not about a particular brand, but how long does the leading supplement stay on top? Because I can list probably 2 years ago, Redcon, everyone had Redcon. Everyone was wearing Redcon t-shirts. Couple years before that, Cytec. You don't even hear about Cytec before that. Before that, probably CMP. All due respect, you don't really hear about these brands anymore. And there's a lot of lower brands trying to fight their way up. Right now, I would say Trained by JP is probably leading supplement. From your average experience, how long does a leading brand stay on the top before they get knocked off? Because I feel like it's shifting. Before Trained by JP, I personally believe it was Dymatize. Before Dymatize, I personally believe it was Cytec. So when I look at that trend, how long would you say that the top stays on top for? I do think Redcon had a great run.
Redcon did have a great run, but well, number one, Aaron Zimmerman went inside for a bit, and they spend a shit. And listen, I have to figure somewhere a shit ton of money on advertising, and that is the fundamental thing. It's a sponsorship and spending a shitload of money on advertising, and that is the fundamental key of how long a brand stays on top. Look at Muscle Tech. We all grew up on Muscle Tech, but where Muscle Tech they used to sponsor all the Olympians, you know, and they've gone down.
Does marketing help a brand stay on top? We all know Yamamoto. They've got a machine behind them, and I feel like they had a very short run.
I mean, marketing does help. Yamamoto, probably Yamamoto is when you come out of the EU, UK was such a small market for them. They stopped delivering to the UK. But like I said to you, if it's one of the marketing does massively help. Even JP, like I was talking about the other day, for a bodybuilder, he's an actual meathead, you know, he lives it. You know him better than I do. I don't know him personally, you do. But someone like him, what he's done, you have to stand up and clap for him.
I think he's kind of changed the game, even from a health supplement point of view and stuff like that. And that's the brand that I would use alongside with my sponsors as well. So I do think, you know, he's probably going to have the longest run from a UK brand that we've seen in a very long time. Sweet. So we're going to ask 2 questions here. If I said debunk the supplement industry, what are the 3 worst supplements you currently have on your shelf or you refuse to stock? CLA.
Again, I think you just mentioned the CLA. I think CLA, there's not much scientific research behind.
The average gym goer, the Gen Pop, the first thing they say to me is, "Hey, I've got some CLA and stuff like that." Like
HMB.
Yeah, HMB. That's the general pop product. They're told CLA, HMB, and then glutamine, which is amazing. But I would say CLA. What would you say for the last 2?
I think HMB is another product that I've tried and tested myself. I've spent money on it. That's sort of for me. There's a lot of other products you can take. One of the other things I will mention, and I do stock this as well, like protein bars. Listen, I think it's
high in fiber, blocks your stomach, terrible.
I think it's the most terrible product, right? If you're gonna have a chocolate bar, have a chocolate bar. And a lot of people, and I don't sell much of it in my shop because I'm so against it on my social media, so people feel embarrassed to ask me about it. But I generally believe like it should be marketed in a different way. Listen, it's a replacement of, I don't know how to market it, to be fair. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do stock, I will end up I reiterate that I do stock it, but would I eat it? Hardly, maybe 3 times a year when I'm really starving and I can't be bothered to cook, I have it.
Sweet. And 3 supplements, obviously I'll have my opinion, but I want to get your opinion on 3 supplements you must have in your supplement stack for building muscle.
Building muscle, again, most research supplement in the world, creatine, it works. Do I take it? I don't, because creatine gives a little bit extra water retention, which will go down within 3 weeks. But I don't take it because, number one, when I do my bloods every 3 months. The kidney enzymes do come a bit high, and my doctor has a go at me. And I've got a private doctor I discuss all my private blood results with, and he's an avid bodybuilder, but he's so against creatine, so that's the reason I don't take it, just to keep him happy. Otherwise it gives me a bollocking. Again, a whey protein isolate, I believe that is important for people if you're a professional bodybuilder, you have no need for whey protein isolate because you're eating. That's your full-time job, mate. Yeah. Someone like me and well, not like you, but someone like me, I got work a 9 to 5. So what happens is the shop is really busy. I don't get to eat, so I supplement with whey protein isolate.
I actually had a whey isolate on my way here. And the last supplement you would say you need for building muscle in your stack?
I don't really need any source wrecking to build it.
I would say a bit different to you. When I'm talking about directly building, I'd call myself ZMA, promote deep sleep.
Yeah, the ZMA, like I said, ZMA, again, going back to that, ZMA, Jason said, I couldn't think of a third one that you essentially need. ZMA honestly does really help, promotes a deeper sleep. A lot of people say, oh, it's testosterone boost. No, it doesn't boost your testosterone, bro. Like, trust me. It
I had
doesn't.
this chat probably a few days ago. Did ashwagandha boost your testosterone and the zinc? And it's very minor. You're not going to see much.
Again, what ashwagandha does, ashwagandha is again a natural herb, is popping over TikTok, all over TikTok. Ashwagandha, I take it at night time. It really puts me in a deep sleep. So what ashwagandha does is, decreases your cortisol levels. So
relax.
vice versa, when your cortisol's low, your stress hormones are low. So it sort of by default increases your testosterone. That's how it increases your testosterone.
Very minor way. But I also sometimes when I have athletes that are hardcore trainers, I would actually prescribe ashwagandha
Post-workout, yeah,
to
absolutely.
bring them to that de-elevated stress level, and then then they'll be able to eat when their appetite.
Yeah.
So that's I always advise 500 milligrams post-workout and then 500 pre-bed. That's me. So that's what I like. So my free supplement is ZMA because it promotes a deep sleep. As a coach, if you fix someone's sleep, you're a magician. There's also another way you can be a magician if you fix someone's digestion. So I'm huge on 50 billion probiotic. I actually got it off you not long ago. And then I'd probably say a whey protein isolate because I actually don't think pre-workout's essential. So my products is gut health, because I said this today in an earlier podcast. It's not about what you consume, it's about what you digest.
Mm-hmm.
Sleep, because that's where you grow. And then whey isolate, because that's when you recover.
Very good point. Again, going back to the digestion, Jay's caught me off guard. He had it planned, so didn't have enough time to think. Digestion, going back to it. So I'm actually creating for Power Up supplements. See, there's a product I use. I have the morning gut health protocol. So I'm actually trying to put that in a powder form. Is it as good as the natural organic stuff? Absolutely not. Have I got 20 minutes spare every morning to juice it all up? I haven't, mate. So I stopped doing it for the last month because I just don't have enough time. So I'm trying to put in a powder form so you can drink it. Gut health, absolutely, absolutely ideal. And I think that's more important than any creatine, any whey isolate, anything like that.
We'll make that one the real. No, thank you. I just wanted to sort of get into it because, I'm a huge fan of brands and business, and I always try and look at spaces online versus in person. Even now, I'm an online coach, and I sit here and say, in-person PT is going to come back and it's absolutely killing it. And I'm a huge fan for in-person. Even though I'm online, I meet clients. In person is valuable. You get a lot more from it. So I just wanted to get your thoughts on that. Obviously, I got clients when they sign up, hey bro, should I take ashwagandha that boosts testosterone? Should I take this, take that? So I thought this was ideal because my clients will definitely tune into this, and I feel like there's a lot of people that take products because the masses do, and they actually don't understand how this is going to benefit them.
I'm going to ask you a question. Would you reckon, a lot of people actually ask me this, oh, bro, you're really close. And I'm actually at top people from the industry, I haven't told you, but top people from the industry asking, bro, you not ever considered opening a supplement line with Jace? Why have you not ever considered making your own supplement line?
I actually have, and I reached out for Fab and then got overwhelmed and stopped. And if I made a supplement line, I know already what I'd focus on. It's very small. It would be digestion supplement. It would be a fat burning supplement because I've got a lot of clients that diet as well. So those would be my two primary supplements. I feel like naturally when people focus supplements, they go straight in with the wheys, and I feel like the whey market's saturated. You know what whey brand you're going to use, and I think it's very hard to infiltrate that. So if I did, not against it, so you've heard it here first, I would go down the route of the accessories, the health supplement in terms of digestion, the ZMAs and sort of them products. So I'm not against it, but I am against jumping in and trying to make the waves and battling again with the top spots, which are already taken. But a lot of these supplement companies, they put so much emphasis on their whey, they don't put it on the accessories. So I actually, looking from an outside point of view, think there's a huge gap in that accessory market.
Here's a question for you guys. What do you think, and me and Jay said I talked about this about 2 years ago. What do you think he should, if he makes a supplement line, what do you think he should call it?
That's a good question. I'm also going to send that out as a broadcast to my clients and give Fab the feedback. So thank you for listening to our chat, our discussion, keeping it very raw and honest and non-biased. So if you watch this far, please follow Power Up Supplements? Or was it Power Up on Instagram?
Power Ups, I think it's Power Up Supplements.
I think it's Power Up Supplements. Follow Power Up Supplements, but I shout them out all the time, and even if you're not looking to buy products, just get some free knowledge because they drop the bombs on there as well. And like I said, I'll be every now and then, once a month, I'll be having a chat with someone that can probably add some value to you and a bit of knowledge. Boom.